Please subscribe, and you can download this code from description below. Executing code in Python without using the exec or eval functions is challenging because Python is designed to prioritize security and prevent arbitrary code execution. However, there are alternative methods that can be used to evaluate or execute code in a safer and more controlled manner. One such approach is to use the compile function along with exec or eval. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through a safer way to evaluate and execute code in Python, without using exec or eval. The exec and eval functions are powerful but potentially dangerous, as they can execute arbitrary code, which may lead to security vulnerabilities if not used carefully. By using the compile function along with other techniques, you can exercise better control over code execution and make your code more secure. The compile function allows you to create a code object from a string, which can then be executed using exec or eval. Here's how to use it. In this example, we've compiled the code string print, hello, world. The first argument is the code string, the second argument is a file name, typically string for inline code, and the third argument specifies the compilation mode, exec in this case. This prepares the code for execution without directly using exec or eval. A safer way to execute code dynamically is to define functions and then call them. This method allows you to encapsulate the code you want to run within a function and then invoke that function. Here's an example. In this example, we've defined a function my_dynamic_code that contains the code we want to execute. Calling the function is a more controlled and secure way to run the code. If you need to execute arbitrary code provided by the user or external sources, you can use exec in a safer way by controlling the environment and what the code can access. For example, in this code, we define a dictionary allowed_globals to restrict what the executed code can access. This can help prevent unauthorized access to sensitive variables or functions. However, use this approach with caution and make sure to validate and sanitize user input to avoid security risks. While it's generally recommended to avoid using exec and eval for code execution, sometimes you may have legitimate use cases for these functions. By using the compile function, encapsulating code in functions, and controlling the environment when using exec, you can make your code safer and more secure. Always be cautious when executing code dynamically and validate input to prevent potential security vulnerabilities. ChatGPT